Good morning, YouTube. Right, what a view! Check that out. So, followers of the channel may recognise this hedge here. It's one that I trim up twice a year. It's one of my favourite ones. Today I'm going to be changing. Oh, that sun's a little bit hot. There we go. Look at that. So there we are. This hedge here, I trim it up twice a year. It's a conifer. It's well maintained. It's absolutely well maintained. We did have a bit of a scare last year where there seemed to be some mites which came into them, but gave that a spray over, and actually had two treatments on this one and the other one, which is opposite, and yeah, it seems to have sorted it out. But anyway, reason I'm filming today this one, I know you've seen it before, is today I'm actually only going to be doing these cuts with battery power. I'm going to be using the Swift long reach and hand hedge cutter. So it'll be interesting to see how battery fares up, because I've normally used the Stihl 94RC, the combi unit, and also the HS45 on these. I like using both. I don't tend to use a ladder on here, and I do scale the top of this because it's so dense. I go across the top. The bottom hedge has already been done. I don't have to worry about that one. And then I've got the one over that side as well. But this is going to be the one I'm going to be concentrating on. Anyway, so peaceful. I don't think I'm going to be disturbing that peace so much because of the battery power being so quiet. But anyway, let's get on to work. Okay, so I've given the face a trim up. I've mostly been using the handheld, but I've been using the long reach, obviously for the long reach places. I've not checked yet, but let's have a swing over the hedge just to make sure there's no stragglers there. And let's have a look at the batteries. I've been going, it's 10:15. A customer did actually come out and check to see if I was going to start, because they're so used to me using petrol, they couldn't hear me. That's got to be a good thing, right? So anyway, let's swing it round and have a little look. You can see that's looking pretty good along there so far. And so this gets done twice a year, so it is a really nice dense hedge. It's been really well looked after, and I've only been looking after it in the last 4 or 5 years. That's looking pretty good so far. So I've done this whole face and the top. I don't know if it picked it up. There's a step over on this bit where the greenhouse is, but with the long reach I could still get to it without a problem. And what I actually found was, because you've got to teach yourself how to use these tools differently, battery, because they're so much lighter. You know, with these, the long reach, I found that the ends are balanced quite well. So you can almost stretch out further with it. It's a bit strange to understand. I'll try and think about it and put it in better words. But anyway, let's check out these battery lights. So I've used this one very little. This is the long reach. Okay, oh. So that's lost 1 battery bar. And I expect this one to have lost more because I've been using this one the most. Oh, okay, 1 battery bar as well. That's pretty good. So far, let's say it's what, 3/4 of an hour, let's roughly say. I mean, I've been mucking about with the camera and, you know, putting it in all positions and all such like. So if we add the two together, that's half the battery life gone maximum, I would say, on doing the face and a little bit along the top, you know, which I could get to where I could twist the blaze over. It's not bad. I was hoping just to do this one alone. Switch the camera over and let's do that other hedge over there then. Let's do the face on that one. Right, okay, so I've done the face and just that lip at the top. Again, I've been mainly using the handheld cutter, but I've been using the long reach just to go across, and then I just go back across the whole thing and just round it off nice for when I'm ready to do the top. But say if you were just doing faces and you weren't the neighbour that, let's see if I can get a better light. There, but that's better. So say if you were the neighbour where you only did the faces and that little bit of overhang on the fence, that would be the job done for you. but I do the tops as well. So anyway, let's have a look at the batteries and see how they fared with that. Right, so let's do the long reach first. Okay, that's down to 2. I expect this one probably to be down to 1, I would have thought. Not that I've noticed anything in difference in power, but it's just what I would imagine it to be. 2 as well. Okay. Now I've definitely used this one more than this one. So there might be something within the digital motor, I'm guessing, at this. And there might be something within it where it gets to a certain level within the batteries that it goes on the diodes. Because I've definitely used this one more, and they were both charged up for the same amount of time before the job last night. And I've just noticed a little bit there. See, this is a good example of battery. Is I haven't got ear defenders, I have not wore ear defenders, but you can literally just you can't literally just with one hand, can you? Because there's that trigger on the front. Ugh. I say you can't just, but to start up a petrol machine and start again is more effort than that. I wasn't planning on it, but because we've still got the battery power left in these, I'm going to do the tops with them as well. I mean, I was planning on doing the tops, but to be honest, I wasn't expecting the batteries to be lasting this long. I was expecting to have to put the other batteries in. This has been another 40 minutes, I suppose. Again, I've been mucking about with the camera and, you know, changing positions and, you know, all sorts of stuff to try and get the best angles for you. That sounds like an electric blower. So yeah, so another 40 minutes on there between the two, unless somebody's got a blow up bed. Some functions disabled by temperature rise. Oh dear. Okay, right, let's let the camera cool down for a little bit because it's a Scorchio day today. It's lovely. Okay, so done the face, done the top of that one. You saw that I had to switch the battery over from the long reach to this. Yeah, I just moved it over because it ran out. But I tell you what, battery technology must have really changed, because with the old drills, I mean, I don't get it with the Dewalt, but with the old drills I used to have, like Black & Decker and all that, it used to slowly die, you know, sort of, you know. I noticed with the Dewalts, they just stop. That's it. They run up to the very last bit, and that's just what that did. It kept on going until it had nothing, and then I left it for a second or two, started again, and it gave it all but stopped straight away. So it's not like a slow. So the battery, I think there must be something in the technology where it just gives it all straight through. Anyway, so it's hard to move the camera around, so we've done this one. Top as well, all the way down to the end. As you know, we've done that one. I tell you what, I'm going to push our luck slightly, because although I just switched it round on there, I'm going to give this olive tree a trim up. It's going to be a light brush over, so I'm going to take the battery. Actually, I'm going to leave the battery in this one for a minute. So it's still saying 2 diodes on there. So I'm going to whiz around the bottom and then put the battery over, put it into the long reach to hopefully finish it off. Let's see if I can get this trim out of that battery as well. Right, okay, so let's just have a look at that. So one diode on there. So I've pushed my luck. I've trimmed up this beautiful olive tree as well. Just giving it a nice little bit of shaping there. Nothing too hard. This was the other battery to switch to. Oh, okay. So either I messed up and I didn't. No, I did switch them over. I did, I'm sure I got it on camera. So that's interesting, it's got two on there. Now I have got this beta trim. Let's push our luck even further. Try the other one. Okay, so I'm going to finish the video there. I've got a tree over there to trim up, but I'm not going to film that one. I've just done the top of this hedge here, which I'll flip the camera around and have a look at. We just have a recap of the day. Right, so as you saw, I got to do the face and this side of this bay, which was a nice little bonus. I got to do all of this face here on this one, between the two, and the face on top of that one. And I've literally just put a battery in, because I've got 4 batteries, because I've got the whole range, I've got the extra batteries, but I wanted to do this with how much I could get done with two batteries. So I did put in the third, and I've just done the top of this one. But I think it's safe to say that you could easily, all of these hedges here, and I would even push it to say you could probably do that. Do I think you could do that back there as well? Do you know what? I think you could. If that privet at the back, I reckon if you were just doing the face on there, I reckon you could get away with 2 batteries for doing all of these. Time will tell with the longevity of them on the units, but they've surpassed my expectations. So 2 batteries between the 2 units. That bad boy, apart from the top, the olive tree, the face and the small side and the bay, and that side and top. Impressed. And the cut is good as well. You've seen lots of up close pictures of the cuts. The cut is smooth. I can't tell any difference between the cutting with the electric and the battery and the petrol. Be interesting to see how long they keep their sharpness for, but we shall see. Anyway, I'll end the video there, and I'm going to tag something on the end here. The customer knows that I'm filming. They've given permission for me to do the filming here, but the camera, when I was doing the bay, was tucked underneath the olive tree. I hope it picked it up. Anyway, here's what they said. Thank you very much for watching, and drop your comments below. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it's designed and engineered in the UK, but...
So how many batteries have you got?
4.
So 1 battery's done all that?
Well, I've used both of those 2.
Right.
So, but I've been chopping between
Do
the
you want to put
2.
them on charge?
No, I've still got another 2 charged
All
with
right,
me.
fine.
This is what I mean. If I had a solar thingy,
Yeah.
then those 2 could now go on
Yes,
charge while
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
using the other 2. I mean, what did I get here? About half 9 really.
yeah.
I started.
Yeah.
It's about half 11, so 2 hours. So, and they've continuous use.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with it.
And they're not heavy, are they? So.
No, I mean the whole machine is. There's nothing to
Oh,
it.
no, there
I
isn't,
mean,
is there?
they balance
Sure,
out
sorry,
a lot
yeah.
so much better
Yeah.
once you've got.
God, they're good quality, aren't they?
Let's just. So it balances it
Oh,
out
it
a lot
does.
better.
Yeah, it does.
But what I really.
They feel well engineered, don't they?
Yeah, there's just no weight to it
No,
really.
no.
What I really like is how small it folds as well, because with the petrol ones, you might not get a charge, a go out of it.
Right.
So you've got the safety switch on top and then
So
that
you
one
press
forwards.
that forward, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say I've drive the battery.
Yeah. Because with mine, you do that, and it's awkward at first trying to do the safety switch and the trigger.
Okay.
But I've used it so much now, I know exactly where to put my
Yeah.
hands, and you get in funny places, you know, and
Yeah.
then I move around the corner, I know where to do it then.
Yeah,
But mine's not good, so.
I've kind of got. Yeah, you work so differently with it. But, I mean, this is the same with the strimmer because they're not shaft driven like the petrol stuff. I mean, space wise, that one goes all the way around.
All right. Okay,
I mean,
yeah, very good.
I like that.
Yeah.
But it's the same with, as I say, same with the strimmer. Everything seems too light, and generally my first hip, they've got the thing there so you could always put it on your hip if you need to. But
Right, yep.
I mean, I don't really care for that. But yeah, you just for a domestic machine,
Very good.
I'm really
Yeah,
impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, the face of that, I mean, without a doubt, could have easily have done all of those hedges, faces, and tops on one chart with the 2
Yes,
machines,
yes,
2 batteries, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy.
Anyway, Ruth said she'd have a word with you about the.
Oh, yes.
Just,
Okay.
and then after that, I'd like to continue down there.